Good morning and hello everyone. I know it's been a while since I put up a video, but life gets a little bit crazy sometimes. and I just wanted to talk today about an issue that has become or has been somewhat questionable again for some people, even some people on the spectrum. And I'm talking about the puzzle piece symbol for autism. I obviously don't have a problem with the puzzle piece. These are just t-shirts that I designed a long time ago. The middle one says social norms, and it has the puzzle piece with a question mark in the middle because autistic people have a problem with what people consider social norms. Obviously, I got my shirt. I don't mind the puzzle piece. I look at it differently. I also have a tattoo. Let me show you this way because it's a heart and I consider it my shield and the things that we've been through to get him where he is. And there have been some dings and some things we've had to go through and we still having to go through. But as far as the missing pieces in this tattoo to me are not because of autism. It's not because my son is anything less than who he is. To me, it's the missing piece of society. The piece that society needs to, I pray for that day that society gets and gets to be more accepting of our children, because there's so many people on the spectrum, especially it seems like more now that people are getting diagnosed more properly, and a lot of adults are now being diagnosed. I don't take it, as anything negative. I guess I can understand why some people on the spectrum would see it as negative. I personally don't, because I guess I see it differently. And I guess for each individual person, it's about how you see and what it means to you personally. On one of the Facebook autism sites I'm on, someone was asking everyone because she has tattoos and she wanted to get a puzzle piece tattoo, and she wanted to know what the general, what everybody else thought about it. And getting a tattoo is a personal thing, regardless of what anybody else thinks. So why should this be any different? It's about what it means to you. This tattoo is for my mom, who passed away almost 2 years ago. And she loved roses. So this is for my mom. So every tattoo means something. This tattoo me and my daughter got recently because it's something her and I can have together. Every tattoo means something different to everybody. And even if you see something on somebody that you think is kind of whoa, they got it for a reason. Most times they get it for a reason, so that when they look at it, it brings up a memory or something that means something to them. It may not mean anything to you, but to them, it's a personal choice. So the people who are, what I've heard anyway, this is just what I've heard other people say, the people who are against them is the people on the spectrum are seem to be offended by the symbol because they feel that they are being seen as different. That's what I think. But guess what? People on the spectrum are different. And that's why society is having such a hard time accepting or even being kind. because I think in society that's our biggest problem. If people would just be kind and respectful, I don't think people with autism and parents with autistic children would have such a big issue with a lot of things because we have to ultimately depend on other people's kindness at some point in our children's life, and especially when they're adults. Because my son didn't have any stress until he graduated. He graduated and he at 22, he lost all assistance. When he started trying to find jobs and he would go on interviews, and you have at some point have to depend on other people and their kindness and understanding. So in my opinion, if there is, not that you wear a puzzle piece to an interview or anything like that, but I mean, if I have this shirt on and I go somewhere and you make that connection with another mom or another dad, just like people on motorcycles, you may or may not agree with the puzzle piece, but you have that connection even from a perfect stranger that, hey, you're not alone. You're not the only person going through this. Do we need a symbol? No, we shouldn't. And even though, a lot of people are against Autism Speaks, because from my understanding, they were saying that, autism should be cured, needs to be cured, whatever it was. And yes, I'm totally against that because it can't be cured. And I don't want my son to be anybody but who he is. So I don't care about Autism Speaks. I really don't. I don't care that was their stance at one time, because I can't let that bother me. I can't let that take away from what the puzzle piece means to me. Now, in saying that, people with autism don't appreciate the puzzle piece, I go back to what I said before, is they are different. People on the spectrum are different. But guess what? Everyone is different. I feel like all of us in the whole world are a piece of a puzzle that we all belong to. We're all human beings. We all have a heartbeat. We all have blood. We are more the same than we are different. So we all belong to this big puzzle. So to me, it has more meaning than just making someone feel different. I don't want anyone to feel different. I don't want my son to feel different. I don't think anybody should feel that way. But I'm just putting out how I see things. And maybe, maybe those who are against having a puzzle piece or as a symbol can understand that there is another side to it. It's not just, everybody's going to have their own opinions. So allow us to have ours as well. It's not meant to be derogatory in any sense. I just don't see the problem with it, because it's, I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's a personal thing. It's a personal choice. If you disagree with it, that's okay. But also, it's our choice. Those who are okay with it, and they see it as something, that they can let other people know that, hey, I have a child on the spectrum, without saying it. It's a well-known symbol now. However it came to be, it just is. And I don't see a problem with it. I think that like I said, it's a part, our kids are part of this world, and we all need to fit, and we all need to work together to make a better place for everyone. Not just those on the spectrum, but everyone. So to say that it's negative, I pray that those who are against it, can understand where I'm coming from. At least hear me out and understand that I see it as we're just people with autism are just a piece of the puzzle, and the rest of it, the reason it's not complete is because society hasn't found a way to accept and not, make fun of our children or make things harder for them, and not have patience and not have understanding and not have respect. Like, I'm game. Like, anything that's going to help people know and be aware that people are different, even if they don't look like they have any disability. I'm all over it. I'm good. Whatever's going to help my son, I don't care. So maybe if you can, for those against, can see that there's more to it for me anyway. That's why I'm okay with the puzzle piece, because it does mean more to me in maybe a different way than other people see it. So just know that there's an other side to it. Let me see what else I wrote here. So, the puzzle piece it only means what it means to you individually. To me, in my opinion, that's what it is. Be aware that, yes, everyone has their own opinion, but we don't have to argue and debate this. It just doesn't, to me, we're losing focus on what's more important when it comes to people on the spectrum, because there's so many things that we could be putting more of our energy on with our children and getting them ready to be adults. And as adults, continue to challenge them and teach them and learn and get a job and do self-care and whatever it is. There's bigger things to focus on than the meaning of a puzzle piece. Please understand, I am not trying to offend anyone. I really don't want to. I don't see it as something that's meant to be derogatory. It just, in my lifetime with dealing with the puzzle piece, it just, to me, showed up one day, and I was like, okay, I get it. Okay. It's a little bit like, they still don't have all the answers for autism, because all of them are different. Every person is different in general. So everyone with autism is different as well. So that's why I don't see a negative connotation with that. And I would hate for anybody to feel that it makes them feel bad to see a puzzle piece and know that that symbol means autism. I would never want to make anybody feel that way. And I pray that people can understand that, just like anything else, everyone has their own opinion and the own way that they see things, no matter what it is. I do hope that you can understand, and that we can be more open-minded and try not to be focused on the negative things, and let's focus on the positive, because there's so much more important things to focus on. And we struggle in our everyday lives. Everyone. does. So let's focus on the positive, and if it helps people understand when they see a puzzle piece, they know what it means. It just is what it is, I guess. And it's okay. It really is. It's okay. I can't speak for everyone, so I shouldn't say that. Because obviously it offends people. And I don't want to be offensive. And I hope that those of you who watch this can understand that it's really, in my opinion, again, not meant to be offensive, and I don't want to offend anyone. Just know that everybody has their own connection with things. And if you want to get a tattoo of a puzzle piece, if you want to buy a shirt, now it's selling at Walmart with, they have autism t-shirts now. And one of them does say Autism Speaks, or the tag might say Autism Speaks. But I don't care about Autism Speaks. I just care about what the shirt says. So, and I did buy some because I care about what the shirt says. Yes, it used to make me angry that Autism Speaks came out with, oh, it should be cured, but I'm past that. Like, I let that go. Like, it's not important to me because I know what I believe, and that's just what it is. So, but I can't let those negative things bother me. I'm just going to be who I am and be okay with the puzzle piece. Those of you who are not okay with it, I respect that too. So be open, focus on the positive things, focus on the important things, and I hope that no one is ever offended that I have these puzzle pieces in the background, or that I wear a shirt that has puzzle pieces on it, or anything like that. I would hate to do that to anyone. But please just understand that it means something to me. And this is what's important. I just looked down and looked at my book, and I see my son. This is what's important. He makes me happy. He makes me proud. This is what's important. That boy. He's almost 30, but he's my boy. And, he is everything to me. I mean, I try really hard to help him any way I can. And that's what's important. Thank you for listening. Like, share, subscribe. Put anything down in the comments. If you would like to order a book from me and have it autographed, let me know down in the comments. I hope you continue to listen to what I have to say, and hopefully it helps. And even if it starts a conversation, I'm okay with that too. Let's talk about whatever. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your children. Make time for yourselves. And move forward and focus on what's important. And I know it gets tiring sometimes to always be on. And I know how that feels. Sorry. Try to be as positive as you can every day for yourself, for your family, for your child, and understand that they are going to learn at their own pace. Learn from them. That's the most important thing. It's the best way to to be able to teach them. I'm sorry, I'm getting upset because I keep looking at my son's picture and everything that he's been through and is going through. I couldn't be more proud. He's an amazing, amazing person. So enjoy your children. Love them unconditionally. Find time for yourself and your spouse. And please take care of yourself. Be safe out there. We still have to be careful about COVID, and I know we can't wait for this to be over with because we have other things to do. So I wish you all the best. I love you all. And I hope you have a great day. And I will see you next time.